Escape to the action at Seminole Casino Immokalee. It's Vegas style 24/7 because just like Vegas, Seminole Casino never closes. It is pure entertainment anytime you want, and it is truly where paradise wins.
Pulmonary arterial hypertension is also known as PAH. It's a progressive, life-threatening disease that makes it difficult for the heart to supply blood to the lungs. It affects 200,000 patients worldwide. Joining me this morning to discuss how a new animated series is helping kids and families deal with this rare lung condition is Sean Wyman. He's a medical student, support group leader, and PAH patient, and also Dr. Victor Tapson, director as well. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Dr. Tapson, could you just start us off by explaining what pulmonary arterial hypertension is?
Sure, Stephanie. Pulmonary arterial hypertension, or PAH, involves high blood pressure in the lungs. So you've got these millions of little blood vessels in the lungs that can get narrowed and thickened in this disease, and then blood can't get through. And the heart's trying to pump this blood through the lungs, and it can't. And you get what we call right heart failure. Patients get very short of breath. They can get dizzy and lightheaded. In more advanced cases, patients may even pass out. So it's a tough disease and often occurs in young patients. It can occur at any age, but often young patients, and actually in females more often than in males.
How can you explain what it's like to maybe live with this condition?
Prior to my diagnosis, I was actually having difficulty walking even down the street. When I'd walk down the street, I'd get short of breath. It felt like I had an elephant tap dancing on my chest in stilettos. A few times I actually passed out. And my mom and my friends that were around me said that my lips and my fingernails were blue, so that I should probably think about going to the hospital. And I did, and after I had gone to the hospital over the course of about a week, they diagnosed me with pulmonary hypertension, started me on therapy, and since then, after being told I wouldn't be able to work or go to school, I'm now a second-year medical student. I'm engaged, and I've got 2 daughters.
Wow, well, congratulations on that. Why did you decide to create Lips Painted Blue?
I created Lips Painted Blue because there weren't very many resources out there for kids with pulmonary arterial hypertension. When I was talking to newly diagnosed patients, they just didn't understand what was going on, especially the kids. And since there weren't very many resources for them, and I loved cartoons when I was growing up, I figured, why not develop a cartoon that explains everything that's going on and give them some sense of hope and that life can still be a great thing.
Sean, what advice would you have for people living with this condition?
I think the best advice that I can give anybody is to make sure that you always listen to your body. There'll be times where you'll get short of breath, and you should really pay attention to that and communicate it to your healthcare professionals, because it could be something simple or it could be something even more important that they need to take care of, like your medications need adjusted, or it could be something else. So listening to your body and communicating to your healthcare team is probably the best advice I can give.
And Dr. Tapson, what about you? What advice would you have for any patients that have this disease as well?
Well, Stephanie, I think Sean said it well. I think it's key to communicate and learn about the disease. I think sometimes when you learn about a disease, you're not so afraid of it. In this disease, we've made a lot of advances. We have 12 FDA-approved drugs now. Research over the past 20 years has come a long way. This is great for patients. So it's not as frightening a diagnosis as it was years ago. We can do a lot for this disease. So learn about it, communicate well with your doctor, and check out Sean's website. It's great.
And what is that website? Where can we go to learn more about this, Sean?
To learn more about it, you can go to lipspaintedblue.com.
Thank you both for joining us this morning. We're also going to have more on this on our website as well. You can go to fox4morningblend.com.
All right, the pint-sized chefs are back. Up next, we talk to 2 of the kid chefs on Fox's hit show, Master Chef Junior.